told me.
They're not going to use this room for every day, are they?
It looks that way to me, miss. From what the lady said. He didn't say a word. The doctor, I mean.
Good morning, George.
Aunt Julie! Dearest Aunt Julie! You've come all this way so early.
Well, I had to, George. I had to come and check up on you.
But you can't have gotten any sleep.
Now, don't you worry about me.
But you did manage getting home all right from the pier, then?
Oh, yes, dear, just fine. Judge Brock was good enough to see me safely to my door.
We felt so badly about not being able to give you a lift, but you saw the situation. Hedda had so much luggage, and she seemed to need every last piece.
Yes, she certainly had quite a bit of luggage.
Mr. Tessman, should I maybe go in and ask the mistress if there's anything I might help her with?
No, thank you, Berta. I wouldn't do that. She said she'd ring if she needed you.
Very well.
Oh, but Berta, you might take this suitcase.
I'll put it up in the attic.
Imagine, Auntie, that entire suitcase was crammed full with nothing but the documents I copied out. It's amazing what I was able to come up with, rummaging around in the archives, strange old things no one had any idea existed.
You can't be accused of wasting any time on your honeymoon, can you, George?
I should say not. But, Auntie dear, take your hat off. Let me get the bow, eh?
Sweet boy, this feels just like the old days when you were still with us.
My word, Auntie, this is a very stylish hat you've treated yourself to, and a matching parasol.
I bought the hat for Hedda's sake.
For Hedda's sake?
Well, yes. If ever Hedda and I should go for a walk together, I wouldn't want her to be ashamed of me.
As always, Auntie, you think of everything. And now I want you to sit down with me here on the sofa so that we can have a nice little chat until Hedda comes.
There you are, George. What a joy it is to see you.
You know, you've been like a mother to me. And a father. I'll never forget that.
So you'll always have a soft spot for your old aunties, will you, George?
But what about Auntie Rena? Is she feeling any better?
No, dear. I'm not sure she'll ever feel any better, poor thing. She just lies there, as she has for years now. But I pray the Lord will let me keep her a little longer. When she goes, I don't know what I'll do with myself. Especially now that I don't have you to look after.
Auntie Rena.
You know, George, I somehow just can't believe that you're a married man and that you're the one who walked off with Hedda Gabler. The fascinating Hedda Gabler, surrounded by all those suitors.
Yes, I'll bet that more than a few old friends of mine might be just a little jealous of me, eh?
And then you've had such a luxurious, long honeymoon, over nearly 6 months.
Well, yes, but I was working the whole time. Dozens of archives to go through and piles of books to read.
Of course, dear. But tell me, George, don't you have any extra little scrap of news to tell me?
About the honeymoon?
Uh-huh.
No, I think I covered everything in my letters. There's my doctorate, of course, but I told you that last night.
Oh, yes, I know all about that, and I'm thrilled, George. What I was wondering, though, was whether you were expecting anything?
Now, what would I be expecting?
Good heavens, George, this is your old Auntie Julie.
Well, then, yes, I am expecting something.
And what might that be?
I expect very shortly that I'll be made a professor.
Yes, a professor, wonderful.
I might even go so far as to say that I have it on very good authority that I'm nearly certain to become one. But, Auntie, you know all that.
I do, George. But about this honeymoon of yours, it must have cost a frightful amount of money.
Good Lord, yes, it certainly did. It did. But my fellowship was pretty decent. That helped out a good deal.
Yes, but what I can't understand is how you managed to stretch that money far enough to pay for both of you.
Well, yes, that is very hard to understand. It's actually quite amazing, really.
And you were traveling with a lady. I'm told that adds a great deal of expense.
It does add up a bit. But you know, Auntie, Hedda really had to have this trip. She really did have to have it. Anything less just wouldn't have done.
No, I suppose not. A honeymoon abroad seems to be all the rage these days. But what I really want to know is, have you had a good look around your new house yet?
I certainly have. I've been up since dawn.
And what do you think of it?
Excellent. Simply excellent. My only thought was what to do with those 2 empty rooms between the back room and Hedda's bedroom.
Oh, my dear George, I have a feeling that you'll find some use for them in time.
Yes, Auntie. Right you are.